What is it, day six on Saturday, having the opportunity to come out here. We got after it a little bit today, after a little bit lighter day yesterday to kind of flush your systems and polish some things up. We came out, was trying to balance how much I was going to go live, but we ended up going about 36 plays of live work today. So we got a great practice in, a lot of individual, the inside drill, the 3-on-3, or the Pascal, one-on-one, all those type of things. We got a good working team, and then got a chance to get about 36 scrimmage plays at the end. And they're not dragging right now. I mean, they're flying around and they're starting to understand where they're supposed to be. Now we just have to stop teaching what you're supposed to do and kind of how to do it. Start with some of the finer tuned things that polish it up. It's like I continue to say, we're still a long way away. I don't think we're going to see the end at the end of spring, but I think we can get a whole lot better, and I've really been impressed with the progress we've made in the first 5 days.
A lot of times with a short turnaround, you seeing that.
This is a really quiet team, but this team is really hardworking. I mean, they're really quiet, and they're really working on the field, and they're putting it out here. And like you said, to go last night and then early this morning and to go 2 hours out here and do as much live work as we did and to see them work as hard as they did, I think is a real tribute to them and how good they want to be. And I think they're really working at it. And they understand that we've got a lot of inexperience and a lot of young guys, and those guys are hungry to get out there and learn what they're doing. They're kind of like, you look in their face mask and you see, the eyeballs. I mean, really is all you see. I mean, their eyes are big, and but every rep we can get out here at teamwork is only going to make us better and give those inexperienced guys a little bit more opportunity to feel comfortable out there on the field. I mean, there was, it's hard when you're rolling every 6 plays, and the scrimmages aren't as much for the chains as much as they are to evaluate some personnel and to see where we are. All of a sudden there'll be a running back in the game, and I'm saying to Coach Peterson, I'd like to see him run it. You know what I mean? Throw it to that guy over there. Throw it to him. I'm more concerned right now about the individual pieces of the puzzle than I am the big picture as far as who is the overall winner and loser, because normally this early when there's a winner or loser, you can normally identify the breakdown. No, I can't answer that question, but you're exactly right. I mean, they're both really doing a nice job, and I know that we've got one who's got a sore shoulder right now, so isn't able to be out here. We got another one that was not feeling well today and wasn't able to be out here at practice, and so really it gave those guys an opportunity to get a lot of reps. And the one thing I think with both of those guys, every rep that they get right now, they're just going to get better and better, and that's why we talk about being at practice is so important. I mean, being out here and having the opportunity to get those reps are invaluable, because you can't simulate this in a film room. You can't simulate this visually. The only way you can simulate it is to get out here and play, and I think both of them got better today. I mean, every flex today, it was like, Coach, we're going live. We're doing 3-on-3. We're going live. We got to tackle today. And then even at the end, after we went 2 series, it was like, we got to go again. We got to go one more, Coach. It's like, no, you're done, Coach. One more. Come on, I really think he is. I've really been impressed with his attitude. I keep talking about attitude and work habits, and it is typical for somebody who has a great freshman year to start to put the brakes on a little bit, especially when, the biggest challenge to him right now is injured, in Tevin King as far as the depth chart, but he is pushing himself and going hard every day. I've really been impressed with the motor that he has, and that's what the great ones have. The great ones they motivate themselves. They're not motivated by a depth chart or playing time or any of that. They're motivated with their desire to be great, and he's got it. It's really way too early. It's really too early for me to say that, but I would certainly say that he has a chance to really be special. I mean, I've had a chance to be around some great backs, and there have been power backs and speed backs and slashing backs, and I mean, there's a lot of different types, but when you look at him as the package with the attitude, the work habits, the physical talents and abilities that he has, the way that he comes out here and what he does in the open space, the way he's learning, his eagerness, his determination, I really think he has a chance to be something pretty special.
Excelling.
Well, we're not catching the ball near as consistently as we need to do what we're doing as an offense. We've got to catch the ball more consistently. And, it's when you're thinking and you're being robotical and what do I run, and now it's 2 deep, now it's 3 deep, now it's man free, et cetera. And some of the thinking that we're making them do, sometimes you get a little bit robotical and maybe don't catch the ball as naturally, but we got to catch the ball much better than we did today, because we had some opportunities to make some big plays, individually, one-on-one, and weren't able to come down with the ball, and we have to if we're going to put the ball up in the air the way we're doing right now.
versa?
No, I think we'll probably get a little bit better idea. I mean, we'll get a little bit better idea Wednesday. I mean, after watching this film, I think there's some spots that we are, but right now there's just so much inconsistency across the board, whether it's the consistency on the offensive line, the consistency in the secondary, and being good is not about making one play. Being good is about 11 guys doing their job and being consistent with it, and that's the biggest thing that I'm looking for right now. I see some flashes of some guys that are making some plays out here in the secondary that excites me. I said this the other day. I think on the defensive side of the ball in that secondary, there's a lot of inexperience, but there's a lot of talent. Right now, I don't see the consistency. We'll come under, miss a ball underneath and give up a touchdown, then we'll come under and bat one down. We've got to understand when to come under and when to go stay over the top. I mean, little things like that, and that's what makes that's the difference between being a good team and being a great team. But I think we have some talent, but I just keep saying we're a long way away from that big puzzle. I've really been impressed with a number of the seniors, and DJ Banks, the way he's playing right now, the attitude that he's got on that field, the commitment level he's making, he's working at being a great leader on this team, not just verbally, but right now that's invaluable. And I say all the time that this is a new football team, different than last year's, because we have a new group of seniors. And how are they going to lead? What are they going to do? And DJ Banks, what a fantastic young man, like he's talking about doing his first sermon at his church this weekend, having the opportunity to preach this weekend. Just a class young man, a great leader, a very talented player, and he's going to be a guy that we're going to look to in a leadership role this year offensively.